Jay, what are you doing, bro? We got a new comic book day show to tape.
I was just repositioning my frosting.
Weirdo.
What is up, Defects? It is your boy, Matt Forge, and I'm here with, of course, the Butcher 105 and Guy Forge. And we're back for another episode of the new Comic Book Day show. For those of you that are new to this is where we take Chris Nelms, who's an author over at comicbookinvest.com. We take his new Comic Book Day Pull List article, and we break it down Defect style. Before we get into those books, guys, if you can, of course, hit that thumbs up for us if you think we're doing a good job. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell. And, of course, you want to leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us what you're reading this week, all right? And, guys, share the video if you can. So, without further ado, let's get into the books.
Welcome back, Defects. New Comic Book Day show. You know how we do. Defects ready to roll. Put up that list from Chris, Maddie, and let's take a look at it. We're going to start this week from DC Comics, Future State. You know Future State's back. They're not going anywhere. Shazam #2, first appearance of a deadly new threat. Matty Forge.
Yeah, I have not read the Shazam. I know a couple people told me that was good, so I'm not going to bash it. We don't bash all of Future State. A couple of them we definitely do because some of them suck. But this one they told me was good. Haven't read it yet. But you know, it's on the first appearance list, so we throw it out there for you guys.
Yeah, and as for me, guys, I'm not a Shazam guy, so definitely a pass for me. But you never know. Guy over here is a Shazam guy. The story could be good.
You never know. From Marvel Comics this week, Guardians of the Galaxy, #11, debut of a new team and possibly some new villains. I am feeling these covers, boys.
Yeah, Guardians, I got to start to read, guys, because I've heard the story is great. That 1 in 50 Finch is already fetching bread, guys. So would I like to pick it up? Yeah, if it's over $50, if it's over ratio price, I think I'm going to have to pass. But there is a new team, and there could possibly be new villains. So, Matt, what do you think?
I don't know why. And it just came to me. I feel like that 1 in 50 Finch is going to be a book that whatever price it's selling for now, it's going to double. I don't know why.
It's such a dope cover, man. I mean, who doesn't love the Surfer?
I think it's $100 book after New Comic Book Day. And I'm not trying to tell you go out and buy it. I'm just telling you what my gut feeling is. I'm not basing it on anything. It's just there's new we're pretty sure there's new characters. There's a new team, there's new villains. And it is a dope Finch cover. Surfer, everyone loves Surfer. I think that's $100 book come next Wednesday. So we'll see if I'm an idiot next Wednesday or not.
I'll just tell you right now, many people don't know this. When Matt's gut talks, you better fucking listen. Next up from Marvel Comics, guys, The Immortal Hulk, Flatline, #1. Debut of a new gamma-powered villain, possibly. Jay.
I don't know, Matt. What do you think? Could it be Jackie McGee? Everyone's been telling me to hop on Immortal Hulk. I'm ashamed I haven't. I heard it's a great, almost like horror type story. My favorite book out of this series, though, just cover wise, is the one below all. But what do you think, Matt? Jackie McGee with the gamma? They've been talking about it for weeks.
I don't know. Is it? But they're saying it's a villain. So did Jackie turn heel? I got to be honest. I don't like the cover. I'm not feeling the art on this one. One creator, one Hulk, one superstore story. That's what it says. Declan Shalvey writes and draws the Immortal Hulk tale. I think this is a pass for me, guys. But it sounds like there's definitely going to be a first appearance in it. That's all I got for you.
Hulk looks like he's stuck in the bathroom in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a tough time right there.
Okay, defects, sit tight, because here we go. Aftershock Comics bringing out this week Shadow Doctor #1. You got cover A, which shown over here, and you got a 1 in 15 Janty. What do you think, Jay?
So, guys, I had 2 picks of the week this week. One I share with Chris, and this is my other, guys. This is a cool book because it's written by Peter Calloway, and it's actually based on true events from his grandfather, Nat Calloway. So, Nat Calloway graduates medical school in the 1930s, right, guys? They're pretty much racism all over the place. He can't get a job as a doctor at any hospital because he's black. He can't get a loan to start his own practice because he's black. So what happens? He gets hired by the infamous Al Capone to pretty much patch up his guys during this crime era in Chicago back in the 1930s. So I think this is going to be an excellent read. Again, guys, the writer's writing about his grandfather. He probably has inside stories. This is definitely a buy for me. I think both the cover A and the 1 in 15. So I'm super excited to read about this, especially during Black History Month.
Yep. I couldn't have said it better than Jay right then and there. Loving cover A, love that red, but cover that 1 in 15, that's a pickup, guys. That's not a gut. I mean, sure, again, it's a gut feeling, but this is a story that I think people are going to dig. Something that stood out in the solicitation to me was basically Calloway says, on one hand, the story, I'm going to paraphrase. On one hand, the story represents the worst of America. Excuse me, the best of America. But on the other hand, it represents the worst. So this is interesting. I think this is going to catch some traction. That 1 in 15, if you can get that for ratio, I would say that's a safe buy. So dope cover. If the story lives up to the hype, you got yourself a good pick on your hands.
Think about the stories that came with this, guys. Think about the stories. I mean, and obviously getting the inside scoop on it. This has to be a dope story.
Yeah.
Next up from Aftershock Comics, guys, We Live #5.
Let me tell you, we are on this story. We've been talking about it for a few weeks now. I am 1 issue behind. I got to read 4, and I'm definitely going to read 5. If you're not reading this, guys, get on it. All right. It's great art, great story writing. I like the story. It's, what can I say? We've been talking about it for a while. So, Jay, what do you think? Keep reading it?
I'm on issue 2. I just finished issue 2, so I'm a little bit behind. I've been reading so much, trying to keep up with everything. But like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, the way this story starts, you think you got yourself a main character. Nope, he's gone. The whole plot is awesome, guys. I'm definitely going to catch up by next video. So again, these indie books on Fuego.
Nice. You know, from Boom Studio, guys. Hey, I bet. Cover A over here. You got a 125 Andolfo, and you got a 1 per store thank you variant. What do you guys think about this? Boom is just blowing things up, guys. You know, so. Jay.
Oh, it's on me? I'm sorry. I thought it was on Matty Forge.
I mean, you know, come on.
Yeah, guys. So we talked about this first. I haven't hopped on Abbott yet, but basically it's an organization trying to take down a black mayor. Abbott comes in, try to save the day. Again, on my read list, haven't read it yet, but that 1 in 25 Andolfo is absolutely gorgeous.
I'll tell you, Andolfo's been on fire. She's been on our list and our radar for like the last month. And maybe she could finally take the reins from Peach Momoko. I can't. We need somebody else new. We need a hot flavor of the month, and I'm digging Andolfo's are way better than Momoko these days. Yeah. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
We don't know what that 1 per store looks like. I tried to find the image for it. Can't find it anywhere. So obviously you see the no image available. So that could be one to grab. People were hot on this story after issue 1. We got a lot of messages about this telling us to read it. This is good. This is good. So we threw it on the list because number 2 is out this week, guys.
Oh, and you know from DC Comics, when they're bringing this out, I'll just sit up there and I'll go, where does he get those wonderful toys?
Guys, the
Future State. Yeah. Future State. Next Batman, number 4. Maddie, take it away.
Yeah, I'm loving this story. Tim Fox is making a great Batman. Does he survive? Does this character have legs after Future State ends? My guess is yes. I got to be honest with you. In some way, shape, or form, I don't know how they're going to work it in, but I do believe whether he's Batman or I don't know how they're going to do it, but I hope they do something cool with it because this story has been great. I am caught up. I can't wait to see how this ends. What is there? Is it a 4-issue or 5-issue, this one?
I think it even goes on past that. I could be wrong. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that says it doesn't. I don't think it could end next issue, so we'll see.
It's successful.
Possibly number 5, but we'll see. This is my favorite Future State series going right now, guys.
100%.
We reviewed it. We reviewed number 3 a couple of weeks ago. Tim Fox saving these 2 people, kind of got backstabbed, and we'll see where it goes. But this is definitely an excellent read. And guys, when I say that, I mean the first part of the book, just Future Batman.
That's all we're talking about.
Yeah, I haven't read the other parts of that book. I read the first issue. It was terrible. Maybe it's gotten better, but I'm talking about Tim Fox Batman. Great storyline. Definitely a pickup. This Future State is a great read.
I'm just going to leave this out there, guys. Image Comics. I know Jay's excited about this. Ha, 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 ha. Number 2.
So I know Jay read number 1. I have not yet. People were all over number 1. All over the list. Guy is gone because killer clowns are in the house. Not that much horror on the list this week, guys. So thankfully for Guy, he doesn't have to go off camera too much. But we got in the comments a couple weeks back. You gotta read haha. You gotta read haha. So I wasn't able to, but I'm definitely going to. Jay has. So Jay, tell us what you thought.
So I'm gonna debunk it right now. It is not a horror, and it has nothing to do with killer clowns.
There you go,
guys. The first issue was absolutely insane. Just a quick rundown. It's the life of a clown, a struggling clown. He has a wife. He has kids. He's working for a circus that's about to go out of business. During the middle of the comic, it actually does go out of business. It's cutthroat. He walks into a bank to cash his last check. He gets shot in the head.
Oh, God.
He's always looking up on the bright side. So the first issue definitely has nothing to do with horror. I think the second issue, each issue is going to be about a different clown and their take on life. So it's more of like a true life story than a horror. So it was a good read from beginning to end. Matt, the bubble placement on par. Par.
People don't know.
Listen. And this one looks cool, man. Look at this stressed out
woman
clown.
I'm gonna be honest. Nothing looks cool about that. Secondly, I just don't like fucking clowns, bro.
Guy thinks all clowns are killers. So
yeah.
And Jay, don't make fun
as a
of
kid
the
watching
word bubble placement.
Killer clowns from outer space. I mean, come on.
Listen.
Don't make fun of that word bubble placement. All right, I've been putting people onto that word bubble placement. I've been getting a lot of messages saying, you know what, you're right. You're right about that word bubble placement. It's important. You need to know where to go next on the page.
Listen. It is what it is. I never you know what? I never noticed word bubble placement, but now I take into consideration. I do.
Okay. Now you do.
And what do you think, guys? 2 beers, you throw this clown a shot?
No.
No?
It depends on the month.
I guess I'm riding solo.
I was gonna say less.
You're riding solo on a unicycle, maybe.
Guys, I want to get to this next one because I think a lot of people were waiting for this.
You know what? 2 years later, we finally have IDW Publishing got off their ass. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin #2. I mean, how long did we have to wait for this fucking book?
I am super excited, guys. I have never read a turtle book besides The Last Ronin #1, and the story was great. I am super excited. There's questions. Is this turtle Michelangelo? Is it someone else? There was kind of a question mark at April's question or statement or whatever it was. But either way, I don't care what turtle it is. This book is a must-have and definitely grabbing it.
So basically, what's going to happen in this one is we're going to find out about what has happened, what led to this storyline, maybe who the last Ronin is. Like Jay said, is it really Michelangelo? So there's some history revealed in this issue and also an unlikely team up. So it sounds like maybe one of the foes, one of the villains teams up with the Ronin here. The first issue was amazing. I don't know what else to say beyond that. And Well, I mean, we got the 1 in 10 up there. That's dope, but it's got we only put up the ratio variant covers, but it's got a bunch of variants that are really good looking. The first one, number one did really well on those ratio, even beyond the ratio variants. All the variants did really well price wise. So I don't know if number 2 is going to do as well as far as investment, but the story, man, you can't go wrong here.
And I was very. Go ahead, Jay.
No, go ahead, guy.
I was very excited about this. Obviously, when it came out, I'm excited as number 2 comes out. I think the story was unbelievable. Obviously, just brings you back to being a kid and reading some good shit about the turtles. We grew up with those. Just so you know, there's a ratio out there, or that's actually a variant out there that shows the Ronin turtle and 4 ghost turtles behind him.
Nice,
interesting. Okay,
so that's a little bit of a weird variant that I saw, and I'm like, you know what, this is starting to look a little weird now.
Because on the first one it was 3, right? From that,
correct.
Yep.
Line breakers. Actually, that's
a sick
variant.
That's a sick variant. Yeah,
I think that's like $1,000 book in 9.8. I think
this one has 4 ghosts in the background.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And hold on, we're forgetting, man. We talked about a turtle book last week. We got to leave it off with ninja rap, ninja rap.
Go ninja, go! Oh God, I better not quit my day job.
Wow. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the Defects doing New Comic Book Day show without Marvel bringing out King in Black number 4.
Is it me?
Is
it me again?
Come on.
I'm off tonight.
We always throw King in Black to you. Come on, bro.
That's it. King in Black number 4, guys. Super excited. We know how we left off last week with Thor. Had a little something sticking out of his back. Let me get that for you. But holy smoke, the Stegman covers, absolutely good, great covers. But wow, that 1 in 50 Ghost Rider, holy smokes! And now I'm questioning, does Ghost Rider show up? Because we haven't seen Ghost Rider. So super excited to read this book. We're going to be doing a review on it. That's coming. So only 1 issue left after this. I know it got delayed. Kind of bummed about that. But guys, King in Black, that's our thing here on the Defects. So Matt, go ahead.
That's it. Obviously, we say it every week. The 1 in 500s are always great, but do not pay anywhere near 2 or 300 for this book. That's our opinion. I think you can get these covers down the line for like $80, to be honest with you, maybe less. Now, number 5 might be a different story, right? We won't talk about that, but when number 5 comes out, we might have a different tune about buying some of the ratios. But yeah, Jay pointed out Ghost Rider on the cover of the 1 in 50. That's a dope cover. You got the dragon, you got Ghost Rider. What is happening? I can't wait to read this. I have a feeling number 4 is going to be. It's going to be not what people are expecting it to be. Let's put it that way. I'll leave it at that. Read this book, guys. Read this book. Support your LCS. This is a good one.
To follow up that, speaking of Thor, Jay, Thor number 12 from Marvel this week.
Yeah.
I was going to say, now you're messing with me. It's Matt's turn.
I know. I was about to say, you're totally going to throw Jay off now. So, guys, essentially, we know what happened in 11. We had Jane Foster. We had Jane Foster, Donald Blake. There was something going on there. He was leaving her alone, right? That was number 11, or was that number 10?
No, that was number 11.
It was, okay.
Yep.
Now in this one, you got Valkyrie, Jane Foster, and the Donald Blake going at it. And there you see it right there on the cover. So you know what he's doing. He's going after everyone that's wielded Mjolnir, right? And, the 1 in 25 Klein, I could do without that. Picking up cover A, gotta read it. This story is gonna definitely, you're gonna get something good. This story has started to get good again, and it's just gonna keep getting better from here.
Yeah. So last issue, guys, issue 11, it kind of shows that Donald Blake isn't as evil as people are thinking. He didn't kill Jane Foster. I want to point out something. Donald Blake takes Jane Foster out to lunch. You see him eating a steak. She orders a hamburger. That's what I'm talking about, guys.
That's right. Not a
You
salad.
find a girl that gets a hamburger. My wife, it's lobster tails and escargot. I need a steak. She needs a burger. That I just thought I'd pick that up and mention that because it's the first thing that stuck out in my head. But anyways, it shows that he has a soft spot. He's not as evil as people think. He lets her go. The way the book ended with Lockjaw and Throg, I was like, oh, man, where is this going?
Yeah.
I'm hoping it ends good. I don't want to see Donald Blake battle a frog.
Look at this fucking frog on the front cover. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Frog.
I don't want
The
Come
fuck
on,
outta
Kate.
here.
It's Kate, so I got faith, but
I got faith. He's going to come back strong now.
Yeah. Listen,
Ouch.
yeah, let's turn this around and end this on a fucking awesome note, all right? Before we hit Chris's book and Chris's pick of the week, I'm just going to hit you with this, guys. Marvel Comics bringing me back to what comics were for me as a kid. XMen Legends #1. I look at these things and I'm freaking out. I'm like, how many fucking covers do I have to buy? How many books do I have to buy this week? I'm just excited. I'm just very excited.
Bringing back classic X-Men, guys. I'm a big fan of the blue and yellow 90s X-Men costumes. I think they are still the best costumes that the X-Men have ever wore.
Yes, sir.
I'm super excited for this. Super nostalgic. This is a must-have. I don't know about the 1 in 50. I'm feeling cover A, man. I think that's classic X-Men right there. Super excited for this book. I know Fabian's going to do a great job on this. So what do you think?
Yeah, this is, when I saw this, the solicitation for this, I was pumped. Like Jay said, this is bringing you right back to your childhood. Take that blue and yellow all day. So essentially, if you haven't figured out by now, it's going to go back to the early 90s and then beyond and follow up on some of the storylines that kind of fizzled out. So you're going to get those same characters, that same era, and they're going to build storylines off of that. And they're starting it off with Cyclops and Havoc, and they basically let me go back one. They are dealing with the Shi'ara, okay, and their return to Earth. Now we've heard some recent speculation about the Shi'ar. I don't know if I'm saying it right. SHI''AR, Shi'ar, I believe is how you say it. We've heard some recent speculation with Captain Marvel 2 and that alien species. So are we connecting dots here? Maybe. You never know. You know what they like to do. Sometimes they like to bring them in the comics before they bring them out in the movies. Sometimes it works out that way. Sometimes it's just coincidence. So forget about the spec behind this. This is pure nostalgia. I'm picking this up. Cover A is great. The 1 in 25 is great. The 1 in 50 is not bad. I wouldn't pick it up for, this book's probably going to carry a premium, I'm sure. Yeah, just I'll take them all.
I
was going to throw that in as a sound effect, but now we had Jay do it, so we're good. All right, guys. Before we get out of here, every week we got to show Chris's pick. And of course, we always follow what this guy says. He shares the list with us. He shares the pick with us. We trust. And Chris, we trust. So here we go. Chris Nelms' pick of the week. We got Black Cotton #1 from Scout Comics. And here's what Chris says about this book. For me this week, the pick is not about spec. It's about a good read. Black Cotton is a new book from Scout, and it proposes the question, what if the world was reversed and white people were in the minority? What if a black cop shot a white girl? There are a few exclusives out there and a web store from Scout Comics exclusive also. I have a bunch coming. So Chris is bullish on this book. I could see why. This is a really intriguing topic. I like the way the story reads. I'm definitely going to pick this up. What about you guys?
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to grab the store exclusive from Scout and whatever other exclusives I could find for this #1, because this book is not only is it going to be a good read, it's going to be, this book investment wise, I think is going to be probably the best of all we mentioned today.
Could be.
Yeah, this is the first time I hear them doing a book about something like this. Obviously, there's issues out there. If Chris says to read something, we're grabbing it, guys. So, like Maddie said, in Chris we trust.
There you go.
And that wraps it up, boys and girls. Thanks for coming by to the new Comic Book Day show. We appreciate you guys. And you know who we also appreciate? All our friends down below. So check them out. They all got good shit. Jay, what do you got?
I got our sponsors, guys. We got Mutant Beaver Comics online store. Check them out. Defects 10 for your 10% discount code. Not only that, we got our Presser's Presser, Express Comic Book Pressing, Erod 212. My man will blaze your books. Also, Defects 10 discount code. Get yourself 10% off. Matty, close it out, brother.
You know, I always round it out, and we give you links to Chris's article for the new Comic Book Day Pull List. That's in the description, along with, of course, the CBSI website. Great stuff over there. The link is in the description as well. Definitely want to check them out. Before we get out of here, if you can give that video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the notification bell, throw a comment in the comment section, share the video, because like we always say, sharing is fucking caring, okay? And guys, we're going to throw some links around here for some other playlists that we have going on, so we encourage you to watch those as well. So, for New Comic Book Day show, Pressable Defects, we will see you guys next week.